And Henry Harris is the captain in the number 4 spot. Ball goes in right down the back of the paddock. First onto it's going to be Zimbabwe number 3. Suzanne Sargent chasing the ball. It's been left lying in the paddock. Following play will be Margot Warswick, the number 1. Been taken out of Warswick racket. It's a UK ball. Been picked up there by the number 1, Shelley King. Shelley King drives up to the line, lines up and puts it through. And goal number 1 to the UK. They line up on the far side of the paddock now in front of the Warwick Credit Union scoreboard. Ball goes in from umpire David Sillis. Once he takes it now quickly, grabs the ball. Now we've got Zimbabwe on the attack, but the UK defence comes in pretty rapidly. They line up on either side of it. Paula Sargent, Suzanne Sargent, and it's still Warswick with the ball, getting plenty of weight put on her. They've taken the ball. To the ball, or good attempted pick up there from the Zimbabwe number 1, didn't come off. Following through play, though, is the, let's see, that's the number 1 for the UK, has already scored 1 goal. She sets, gets a big bounce. She managed to haul it in. There's goal number 2. No, waved away, no goal. Finchman on that 30-metre line. Suzanne Sargent. Sargent comes in, and the umpire's going to walk them. Going to walk them all the way down the other end of the paddock to the other 30-metre line. And the free throw will be taken by Zimbabwe going into the in-goal area. And that's going to be taken by Margot Warswick, the number 1. Warswick with the ball in the racket at the moment. Waiting for the umpire's nod, and out comes through, gets the shot at goal, does she? Oh, big hit coming in, and great defensive work from the UK. Debbie Harris having a good game out there, up against a great player too, Harris, in Warswick, but Harris manages to break away, gets up to the 30-metre line, bounces. Oh, good defence coming in from Warswick though. The ball has gone loose on the paddock, and following play, Paula Sargent will come away with it for Zimbabwe and looks to link up again with Warswick. This time, the pass goes into the racket. Warswick lines up, puts it through, and there's Zimbabwe's first goal.
Come on, Mark, let's go.
Righto, we've got this right. It's 1-1. Zimbabwe, United Kingdom, Zimbabwe in the red. It's fair dinkum stuff out here too. They're out here playing for keeps, this lot. Zimbabwe on the attack again through the number 3, Sargent. Gets a nice little pass across to Warswick, shut the gate, and through the goalpost. And now that puts Zimbabwe in front by 2 goals to 1. And it's certainly proved already in the first couple of minutes of this chucker that we've got in front of us that the standard of play in the United Kingdom is very healthy, thank you very much. They're trailing by 1 goal against the red shirts, and it's UK on the attack through the number 2 there, and Ruth Simpkin gets her first taste of the ball. Good little pass from Simpkin across to King, and does she score it? Yes, she does. Away mark. Ball in low and hard. It bounces down underneath the number 2s. It's loose on the ground. Stick swinging. It's coming away with it is, let's see, nobody. A bunch of new players there that we haven't been introduced to beforehand. So we've got play back on again. The ball was in the possession of the United Kingdom. It's been well taken off them though. Warswick is having a good game out there for Zimbabwe. Goes over the 30-metre line. Bounces, picks it up. Swings the ball around in the racket once or twice to make sure that she's really got hold of it. And now she gets away from Debbie Harris, lines up, tries to goal, and through it goes. Back of the racket, there's a big overhead throw coming in from the back line across to the number 1 for Zimbabwe. Picked up there over on the 31 on Sunday. So these are the lead-up games. It's UK on the attack this time, coming out of that in-goal area. It looks like now, who have we got there for the United Kingdom? Is that their number 3 has come up with the ball? No, it's their number 1. Has it, Jason Burbage has the ball. He's looking to get around past. Oh, he goes right between 2 of the Zimbabwe players. Gets away from the number 3, the number 2. The goalposts open up. No, they don't. He wasn't close enough. Thinks about having a shot out of the back of the racket, but now lining him up, there is Gavin Cocker. And he has a shot at goal all the same. And there's the equaliser again. United Kingdom. It stands to reason, but now we're into a game that's got a little bit more oomph in it. There's a big long overhand pass coming in from the UK. Or the players run into a big heap of strife there in the middle. He's going to take a free throw at the 30-metre line. Comes up with it, or a chance to go 1 in front. Baker being marked up there by Rick Murray, the number 3 for Wurback. Gavin Cocker from Zimbabwe doing the defence. We've got Jason Burbage there with the ball in his racket. He lines up, puts it through, and UK go to the front. They come to the line. There's plenty of support coming from the sidelines for both these sides as well. One side of the paddock, we've got the UK bar. Zimbabwe in the wed, ball taken out the back. Or nice pick up at the back of the line there by Rick Murray. And he, great work. He throws a long pass up centre field towards his number 1 in Howie Baker. And haven't seen that move. Crocker had the ball at It's 4 plays 4. Zimbabwe, United Kingdom, ball comes in, it comes out the red side, and some big swings coming in. Great defence there from Shannon Burbage. Jason Burbage comes up with the ball. Burbage hits the 30-metre line, bounces. Can he get a run at goalpost? Not yet. Gavin Cocker lines him up as Burbage turns once. Now Cocker's on the right side of him. He gets around, has one big swing, an overhand throw from the UK through the goalpost. Sweet as you like. Good. They come back to halfway, line up, ball goes in, it comes out Zimbabwe's line this time in Gavin Cocker. Cocker throws the pass across to his number 1 there and Baker. No, it's across to, yeah, it's Baker who's come up with the ball. Zimbabwe playing the little plenty with plenty of heart, bounces, picks it up, oh, good defensive work. Great work from Rick Murray, took the ball off him. It didn't matter for much in the long run as Howie Baker went through and scored the goal anyway. Rick Murray, he's having a good game. Murray puts a pass up centre field, a lovely pickup coming in from Burbage. Burbage throws a long one upfield, hoping to pick it up himself, and he does. Now, can he get away from Gavin Cocker? Burbage, what'll he do? Over the top, underneath. He's going to lob a little one up over the top, and it's through. 6-5. And it's nicely taken out of the lineup again. This time it's Andrew Schaefer has come away, but for the UK, the centre play, he throws a long speculator upfield. It bounces. No, it doesn't. I was going to say it bounced nicely for Jason Burbage. Here's an opportunity for the UK to go even further in front, as has been marked up there by Cocker. Oh, good work. Cocker's taken it out of his racket. The ball has come back into centre field, has it? No, it hasn't. It's still lying in the in-goal area. It's going to be a white ball, and Burbage will get away with it. No, he doesn't. Cocker picks him up again. This time Burbage lines up, puts it through, scores it on the back. Introduce into the game whenever they like at the beginning of the new chucker. To the halfway mark. Start of chucker number 3. It's going to be a UK ball. No, it's not. It was going to be a UK ball. It was then going to be a Zimbabwe ball. It's nobody's ball, but picking it up in the end is going to be Suzanne Sargent, the number 3. The Sargent throws a little pass up ball. It's being marked up by Debbie Harris, the UK number 3, but Warswick with the ball. Harris comes in with a big swing and didn't manage to dislodge the ball. It's still Margot Warswick with it. Warswick goes on the left-hand side, spins around. Harris sitting right on a knocker. And Zimbabwe 2 goals behind. This will be the second last chucker for the women. They've got one more after this. And Warswick keen to make sure of this one. Now she gets the run on the goalpost. Lines up, puts it through, make the difference 1 goal. 7-6. Zimbabwe ball out the back. It's been flicked out the side of the United Kingdom and picked up there by the ever-present Debbie Harris, having a good game. Little pass across to the number 1 is an absolute beauty. And what a great goal. And a quick response. On here, they're pretty passionate about it. Both the UK and Zimbabwe, as the ball is picked up again by Zimbabwe, and there's rackets flying. It's Zimbabwe on the attack through the number 3. And Suzanne Sargent has the ball now. Look out. Here comes UK on one side. Sargent throws the ball back in field for who? Nobody. Not herself. Picked up by the UK, but it looks like the whistle's 2 goals in it. United Kingdom winning, and the good money was on Zimbabwe to win this one, so maybe the judges have got it wrong. The ball has been picked up down in the in-goal area by the defence player in Debbie Harris. Harris comes up with the ball, being chased there by Margot Warswick, the attack number 1. Harris trying to get out of the in-goal area, still with the ball. Oh, a bit of tickle of defence coming through. Players right on the line. And what happened? Harris comes up with the ball, does she? No, it's been lying loose in the paddock. So she lost it there. Coming away, but now will be though Shelley King. And Shelley King has got 25 lengths lead on anybody bar nothing. And provided she does it steady, it'll all go according to plan, and it does. Through the goalpost. Shelley King scores another goal for the UK, completely unopposed this time. So the UK may well be a challenge chucker. The UK getting a bit of a run on at the moment. They've scored, 2-1 we've got so far. So not that much in it. And coming away again is the United Kingdom. These women are having a blinder out here. Shelley King again over the 30-metre line. Put it away. Will you look at that? 10-6, United Kingdom on a bit of a roll here at the moment. They've scored 3 goals to 1 so far in this chucker. And there's time left. It goes out the back. There's Whiff. Bounces it up, picks it up. Does she? Yes, she does. Where's the defence? Down in the in-goal area waiting for her. Got to get around past 1. Does so. Looking to get around past Margot Warswick. Does so. Looking to get around past the number 3 and scores another great goal for the United Kingdom. Oh, good work. And the Zim women just having a little bit of difficulty getting going. There's a good pick up at the back of the lineup from Susan Sargent. And a big hoik upfield. Oh, that's an absolute speculator. Let's see what happens. Can Warswick ride onto it? She does so. Gets a bit of a clip under the ear for her troubles from the number 3 there and Debbie Harris, but still Warswick a chance to start to settle the scoreline down a little bit. Harris just needs to hold her up as Warswick comes away still with the ball, trying to make advantage down in the in-goal area. Warswick. Long run around the outside. Through it goes. Zimbabwe score for the first time in about 5 minutes. The ball goes in the front to start chucking. Number 4 has been taken out by Baker. Howie Baker, the number 1 for Zimbabwe, pinches it out of the front of the lineup. Now he's got a fair way to get to home from here. Baker with the ball up towards that 30-metre line. Now he gets a good bounce, hauls it in nicely, swings the racket round a couple of times just to make sure it's stuck there. And he comes under a bit of a club. Oh, he took his visor off. Had a bit of sitting down in the in-goal there somewhere. None of these players, I think, are wearing the big fat helmets these days as the ball comes out again up towards the centre field as his opposition, Rick Murray, caught a little bit unawares there. Baker feints around to the left side, throws it over the top. International rules, pretty hard to mark that sort of a pass, but Cocker's had a good game today so far, calling for the ball as his number 2. Cocker says, I'll hang on to it myself. Where's Baker? Baker is up in the in-goal area calling for the ball as Cocker throws a long pass up to him. Nicely hauled in too by Howie Baker as Murray comes in. Gives him a snap to the racket. The ball comes out. It bounces straight back in again. And Baker scores. 11 goals to 10. Still the UK with a 1-goal lead. As the umpire waits on the line up. 2 of the UK players way out of line. The ball goes in down underneath the number 2s. This time it's been taken out of the lineup by their number 2 player. There, that'll be Andrew Schaefer. The skipper of the UK side hasn't seen a lot of the ball. Has been doing mostly defensive work out there. He's riding attack this time. Schaefer puts a long pass across to his number 1 who's been caught out of position. More through great defence coming in there from Gavin Cocker. And Cocker's going to come away with the ball for Zimbabwe after knocking the racket out of Jason. And that'll be down Zimbabwe's end. So the elbow must have come from maybe Rick Murray. Seems he's down in his part of the paddock. We know him well. He would never do a thing like that. Ball goes loose up in the in-goal area there as Howie Baker picks it up for Zimbabwe. And what's he going to do now? Baker rides up onto him. Rick Murray rides on Baker. Oh, puts a bit of a speculator through. It's gone there. It's another player. Puts the ball in straight away. It's coming back towards Gavin Cocker's way. He throws a long run upfield to an unmarked Howie Baker. Oh, great move. Baker should score from here, and he does. Baker got the break. Rick Murray is 3 or 4 lengths back out of the action. Ball has come out again Zimbabwe's way. Baker having a good chucker this time. Oh, he's on his own. Somebody's locked onto Rick Murray. Murray's been caught out of attack, and Baker will go through, and they hit the front. 13 goals to 11. The noise coming from the sideline here. They've got some great supporters coming from both the UK and Zimbabwe. And there's a long pass. Oh, across to Baker. Who threw that? Gavin Cocker threw that. Great pass coming from the number 3 right out the back. And it's going to be Cocker again. He'll go through and pick up that ball. It comes away with Zimbabwe. He's got a bit of traffic to get through. He gets around past one half of it. Throws his pass back across to Baker, the number 3. He looks around for somebody to mark up. And Baker sets sail up towards the in-goal area. Gets a bad bounce. Makes a good job of hauling it in, though. And Murray has got a big job marking this great number 1. Not much he can do about that. Ladies and gentlemen on the sideline here, just one word from the chief umpire. If a player loses the racket, nobody of we spectators are allowed to pick that racket up and give it to them. So just be mindful of that, if you will. If a player loses the racket on the paddock, it's up to the player to get it, not to somebody from off the sideline. We're back in action here again. This is chucker number 5. This will be the last one for the women. It's going to be a great chucker, this one, I reckon. A couple of changes I need to let you know about. To the UK side, Sophie Lotter has slotted into the number 3 spot. Otherwise, there's no other changes. As the ball goes up towards the Zimbabwe end of the paddock, a new number 1 there is Paula Sargent. She's having a go at playing number 1 this time. Margot Warswick has stepped down from the section for this chucker. And it's going to be the new number 1 there, and Paula Sargent scores her first goal. 16 goals to 11 out there, Zimbabwe, UK. The ball goes back in again onto the... been picked up there by the number 3, who is Suzanne Sargent for Zimbabwe. Sargent with the ball. And about to throw a pass out across to a number 1 there, and Paula Sargent with the ball being marked up now by Sophie Lotta, the number 3 for the United Kingdom, but it's still Sargent with the ball. They're leading by 16 goals to 11. And an opportunity for Sargent has a speculator. It's gone through. Make it 17-11. 17 goes in for the umpire. Bounces down underneath the number 2s. It's going to be a UK ball picked up down the back there by the number 2 and Ruth Simpkins through a pass upfield. It's gone nowhere. Oh, players come from everywhere. One of them got to do is line up. Now it comes out nicely taken out of the back of the line by Suzanne Sargent for Zimbabwe. Has a look around, tries to find a number 1 at Paula. Got her up in the box seat, has she? But some great defensive work coming in from the UK. Look out. They come in one side. They come in the other side. Good work, though, from their Suzanne Sargent. Managed the number 1. Being marked up by Sophie Lotta for the UK. Sargent thinking about having a shot at goal. Decided again. And now she has an overhand shot at goal and through at goal. So, 18-11. Zimbabwe starting to run away with this game a little bit. The umpire's loose in the ground. It's going to be picked up there by Paula Sargent, who's relishing having a bit of a run at number 1. We put the mocker on her because there was a good hit coming in from Ruth Simpkin. Took the ball off her. Simpkin goes back to the UK, picks it up, puts a pass across to Shelley King, and she converts. And that's 18 goals to 12. Ball comes out the middle of the line up there by number 2 and Evie Stanley having her first taste of the ball in this game. She's moved up in from the 4th player position. Stanley throws a little pass looking to bounce it across to a number 1 up there, and Lotta throws a pass out across to the number 1 and Shelley King. King away with the ball. King over the 30 and into the goal post and puts it through. Oh, good work, United Kingdom. Ball goes in from Silasade on the far side of the paddock. First one, it was nearly a good pickup. It ended up being a great pickup. Let's see if there's anything comes out of that bounce. I don't think it's going to go the way it was supposed to go. And it's going to end up in the racket of Sophie Lotta. Lotta comes out over the 30-metre line, bounces herself, picks it up, has a look around. Come onto the paddock, and it's going to play in the number 1 spot. Zimbabwe, a couple of changes. Howie Baker moves back to number 2. Henry Harris comes on, the skipper, to play number 1, and Gavin Cocker still stays in the number 3 spot. And it's Cocker with the ball, I think it is. No, it's Howie Baker. Was playing number 1, he's back in the number 2 spot this time. Baker, let's see how he goes to number 2. He had a great rattling run as number 1. He went berserk last chucker, if you remember rightly, and saw 8 goals, just for the heck of it. Now he's trying to pass out across to his new number 1, Henry Harris. The skipper of the side. Harris gets his first bounce of the ball. And let's see how he can go up against Rick Murray. Murray having a pretty good go in the defensive play out here today. Pretty hard bloke to mark up against, but Henry Harris will score. Zimbabwe. Just the one change for the UK. Shane Borland, the 4th player, comes on and replaces Jason Burbidge in the number 1 spot. Now Zimbabwe on the attack. Oh, great pass. Coming in, that would have been a Cocker pass by the look of it. 13. United Kingdom has got about 4 minutes. 4.5 minutes to score about 7 goals. Righto, here comes goal number 1. Out of the middle of the lineup comes the number 2 player there, Andrew Schaefer, their skipper. Oh, he's had the ball, bounce taken away from him. Ever dependent in the back there, though, is Rick Murray. Gets a pass away again to his number, who's he picked up this time? It's still his number 2, I think. It is his skipper, Andrew Schaefer. Oh, Schaefer draws a couple of players. Look at this, they're playing it like rugby union. It's gone out the back line, through to the number 1. And Shane Borland gets his, can certainly do it. I'm sure Zimbabwe are going to try and make sure they don't. Cocker down the back. He's had a good game, this fella. As Gavin Cocker picks up, gets under away from a couple of rackets. He puts a long hoiking pass way upfield. How do you ever mark that? As his number 1 there, Shane Borland. Goes in, swinging rackets. It's bounced out Cocker's way. Oh, geez, having a good game, this back player. Cocker with the ball, waits for his number 1 to get up in position. Will he throw a long one? Will he try and deliver a short one over the line? He goes again, second time. Oh, yeah. Another good pass into his attack player. Be nice to have him playing behind you as his number 1 in Shane Borland goes through. And, whoa, hang on, wrong side of the paddock. That's in the red shirts. We've got Borland, Schaefer and Murray. The blue shirts, and it's all red shirts at the moment as Henry Harris goes through again all on his own. Straight out of the line up to the 30-metre line and puts another one through. And it's an indication of what fabulous horses the Australians have provided for this tournament this week, because this is hot weather for playing Polocrosse. Normally it's a bit cooler than this time of the year. Waiting for the players to line up. Having a problem there. The umpire says, right, I've had enough of that. It's going to be a free throw to UK will be taken by the number 1 and Shane Borland. Borland with the ball. Oh, look out. They came at him from all directions. He managed to break away. Good work coming across from Andrew Schaefer to take a couple of blows, but Borland has run into a big wall of trouble again, and that wall is called Cocker. It's the Cocker wall he ran into, and the Cocker wall is not happy. The Cocker wall has just taken the ball off him. It's rolled loose out over the Henry Harris. There's a bit of back play going on down one sideline here, but Harris is on a pretty fast little pony. He manages to head down towards the other end of the paddock. Harris, he's going to go all the way through too. He drives in, bounces, overhand throw. No, waved away. He's missed one. Well, 30 or there's only 30 seconds in it. Can they score 6 goals in that time? Probably not, but they're probably going to try and get at least 1 or 2. Oh, some great defensive work coming in from Zimbabwe. They've lined him up. Now the UK come back to give him a bit of help, and Andrew Schaefer sitting there shaking his head. The Shane Borland it is now with the ball. He's got a lot of hard work in front of him. Where's the number 3? Somebody's looked after him, have they? They have. Borland goes through and scores. It may not gain. 15 from 23, 5 from 13. My old memory means 8 goals. They've won by 8 goals, and you may well remember that Zimbabwe's 4th chucker